Okay, this is my tobacco kiln. It's an old refrigerator. If you want to, well, let me start with, if you need to process tobacco on a small scale to simulate the composting process, which sweetens the tobacco, you need a tobacco kiln. It's a low temperature kiln. I installed a humidity and temperature remote gauge that I can pick this up and move this in the house, not too far away, but right now you can see it's 105 temperature inside and 63% humidity. Now you want about 70 to 75% humidity according to my book, which is Growing and Processing Tobacco at Home, and then this video, both from seedman.com. Excellent book. The video, this is like a home video, but the information is invaluable. Audio is pretty poor, but if you jack the volume up, you'll be able to hear it. So, and this is my old JCPenney refrigerator, or old freezer, that I converted into a tobacco kiln. I got my first crop tobacco right there, and some in there. All it is a industrial heating pad, which I got from seedman.com, wired up into a water heater switch. That's 220 volt, but 120 works fine in it. That's a 120 volt heating pad. And there is my moisture source. That is a humidor, humidifier, and that's just a glass of water, because that wasn't enough to keep the humidity up where I wanted it, so I had to add a glass of water. You don't need this thing. You could just use an open jar of water. But that's all it is. I drilled a hole. For my cable right down through there. Put grommets anywhere there's sharp edges, and that's it. That is my tobacco kiln. It's perfectly insulated, like the freezer should be, so it holds the moisture and it holds the humidity. Humidity and the temperature. I may have to add a vent up top somewhere to control airflow, because right now there's very little airflow. But I just put my own cord in from Home Depot, water heater switch from Home Depot, and the heating pad from seedman.com. I think it was like $60, a little pricey, but I didn't have time to shop around, so it's holding where close to where I need it to be. So we'll see. This is my first batch of homegrown tobacco. I got about another 3 weeks to see how it turns out, but it's starting to smell good, so we'll check back then. I'll put another video up.